only one person, so that brings us to the first rule. You have to have two. But my partner, Jacob Lewis, who I did improv with this year, couldn't be here, so I'm going to just talk about it. Hopefully you guys can get everything you need to know about improv. And I think that's good that, in a way, that I'm not showing you improv, because I believe that like the really only way you get to know improv and get to be good at improv is by just jumping in and doing it. And that's really just learn by doing. And improv is short for improvised duet acting. So what that means is you do what they just did when they left. Emily's there, Caleb left. Emily and Caleb did, but you don't have a script beforehand, and it's your own creation, and it's improvised. Well, it's not really improvised, because you get 30 minutes to prepare for it, right? And so what happens when you go to a tournament, and there'll be a bucket full of topics that usually the students or the teachers or the coaches, and they've come up with a bunch of topics, and you draw off 3, and you get to pick one. And these topics are usually weird and abstract, and they can be anything. So I've gotten topics, or I've seen topics like don't drop the bass. Anybody got any topics you've seen that are weird? Yeah.
It's a cat dog world.
It's cat dog world. Hey, we did that one. Yeah.
I shot up last year. It's like sock puppets are real.
Sock puppets are real. Yeah.
There's Jesus in my ice cream.
There's Jesus in my ice cream cone. Yeah.
I don't support drum circles.
I don't support drum circles. Okay. Yeah. So they're really weird. And the idea of the improv topic is to get you to be funny, because that's what improv teaches you as a comedian. However, you can do a dramatic improv, though I wouldn't recommend it, because one, that's hard to do. Lauren Hahn did it, and she can tell you they're really hard to do, because the topics are given to you in the idea that you're going to make it funny. And that's another hard thing. You have to be funny. But I mean, we're all forensics people, and we're all funny kids. We wouldn't do this if we weren't. And improv can be scary, but the thing is, when you jump in and do it, you're going to surprise yourself by how creative you guys are, by how not as hard as it seems. It's not as hard as it seems, really. And so, you know, you can use chairs. That's another thing that's on there, I believe. You are given the liberty to do whatever you want, really. You can take that topic and you can go way off with it. You can do whatever you want. Yes? Yeah.
Make sure you have a partner that you click with.
Yeah, maybe having a partner that you click with is very important. You can't have 2 very creative people and you clash all the time and you don't get anything done. If one person wants to do one idea and the other person wants to do another idea, and you are fighting over what idea to do, you're going to waste time and you're not going to get an improv done. So you have 30 minutes, so you have to use that time, you know, correctly and smart. So it seems scary, but it's not. The thing I did when I was in the 8th grade and the 9th grade is I had plot charts, and I'm sure Ms. Gouveia, Ms. Harrison, the forensics teachers, they might give you those. So a plot chart is what every story has. It's what Kylie's solo had. It's what Katie's hide-eye had. It's what Emily and Caleb's duet had. There's exposition, which is the introduction to the characters. That should usually be about like 30 seconds in my recommendation. Again, improvs are 4 to 6 minutes, like most IE. And then exposition, and then you'll have rising action. Rising action, something is happening. So exposition, say, once upon a time in a little forest was a baby squirrel, had a mommy squirrel and a daddy squirrel, and the baby squirrel got into trouble a lot because he didn't listen to mommy squirrel and daddy squirrel. Exposition. Should be better than that, though. Don't do that. Don't make an improv about that. All right, and then rising action. One day, baby squirrel went into the forest and found a little acorn, a magical acorn under a tree, and he took that acorn and he planted it in the ground. And Daddy Acorn said, hey, or Daddy Squirrel said, hey, don't do that, that's bad. Listen to me, don't find magical acorns in the forest and take them and plant them in the ground. That's bad. Again, this is a really bad story, guys. Don't listen to this. But just for the model of what it's supposed to be like. That's rising action. Then you'll have your climax. The acorn grew into an evil tree and started destroying the forest and kidnapped little baby squirrel and took him to his little evil tree lair. It's weird. You guys, you have to be creative. You have to be like really abstract, really like off the wall. That's what makes most improvs good. And then we'll have climax, and then during the climax will be Like, so rising action, events lead to a climax, something bad happens, and then that is resolved, right? So Daddy Squirrel comes, saves the day, eats up the tree, okay? Saves Baby Squirrel, all right? And falling action usually is combined with the resolution. Resolution is the story is ended, so Baby Squirrel, Mom Squirrel, Daddy Squirrel lived happily ever after, the end. So that's a plot chart that you guys can follow. Really easy. It makes things, gives you a direction to go in. Going back to the topic. When you draw a topic, it's very important to tell your judge what your topic is so they know what you're doing. And they can differentiate between other improv systems. They don't confuse you with another improv. I've had that done to me before. You saw introductions, and all these pieces. Generally, there's an introduction that can include the title, the author, and a little blurb about what the piece is about. And there's two ways you can do it. You can do it before you do any of the piece, or you can do a sneak peek and then the introduction, which is what most people have done today, which most people do. So, somebody give me a topic. Anything.
Two cats stand in the forest staring at an ant.
Staring at an ant. Two cats staring at an ant. Okay. All right. No, I'm being a partner. I'm just going to show you guys what an introduction might look like for an improv. Before I do that though, it is a smart idea. If you want, you can ask the judge, hey, do you want to see my topic beforehand? Because it's important that they get like the full topic down. Because you can be counted off if you do. Also, keep the tag that has your topic on it, because that's a rule. You can be counted off if you don't have a little slip of paper. So was it two cats in the forest staring at an ant?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. Now I'm gonna go for 30 minutes. I'll be back. Okay. What? Okay.
In a world turned upside down by cats forced to stare at ants in the forest, one man defied the odds to save all the felines. In Two Cats Stared at an Ant in the Forest.
An original improv by Zach Curry and insert partner's name. So that's an important thing. Be an original improv, or you can mix it up. Be funny with it. One time I did, which was just to be dumb and just to be, just to stand out. Me and Jacob did an original improv by Jacob Lewis it was in Jacob Lewis and Zach Curry, an original improv by, and then we set our topic. So that was something weird we did. You can mix that style up a bit. It's not really important. As long as they get the information, that's fine. Okay. Huh? Improv's do and don'ts. That's a big thing. I think we should, guys, okay, now, all right. Should I? Do's or don'ts? Okay. Do, be weird. Be like funny, be like abstract, this is your time. I love improv because it's your time to be as creative as you want and to take the topic and twist it however you want. And it's really fun. Improv, in my opinion, is one of the most fun I used to do. Don't take it too seriously. Don't stress over it. I mean, take your time and like worry about it. Don't be too edgy. There's sometimes people try to do improvs that are like really edgy and try to like get a shock factor out of people. That's bad. It's inappropriate. You have to remember that tournaments have to be appropriate. So keep that in mind. Be appropriate with your improv. I don't know. Anything else? Am I missing anything? Let's go there.
Did we?
Did I answer all the questions? Any
Did
questions?
we get all the questions on the
Yeah.
sheet? Okay. You've all seen a plot chart in English. Remember? You will be doing those.
And they have to have plot.
Yeah, they have that plot, because if you don't have a plot, it's really bad. The second time I did improv, I did great because they're like, hey, you didn't have a resolution or a climax. Your improv was just like rising action was flat, nothing happened, your character stayed the same. So sorry, that's why I didn't say it.
Yeah, it's like someone telling a story and you think, what was the point of that story? Another thing is, it's different than duet in
Oh,
some
yeah,
ways.
yeah.
And one big way is you can play.
But you can play multiple characters throughout, yeah. So you're not limited. It's like a hideout. You can play as many characters as you want. You can change that up as much as you want. You're not limited to one character per person.
And what that looks like would be like, oh, I'm so excited about the birthday party. Are you? Are you excited? That's what that looks like, right?
Yeah. So common thing is when changing characters is like spin in a circle. You also do that for scene changes. Spin in a circle. Time has passed. Spin in a circle. You'll get dizzy, but it's fine.
But don't try that in any other event.
Yeah, that's solely an improv.
Yes.
Don't do that anywhere else.
And you can't lose your slip of paper. That is a responsibility of yours. You have to give that to the judge. Not an option. Okay? Do you have any other questions about improv? Or no? All right, thank you.